Well, folks, it is that time on the clock. It is after hours. It is the dive after hours where we are officially off the clock on the main topic of discussions on this channel where we kind of let loose and have a little bit of shenanigans. And it is a little bit late and we did get delayed filming this one because unfortunately Dave left his camera with the neighbor that took his heater and it was a war and a half to get it back. He had to annex the house to get his camera back in a sense, but he has a camera now that actually works and won't time out on him that we know of. And here to break it down because we do actually have a follow up to the heater story. So we do have hopefully a peaceful resolution, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the heater story. The main topic that we'll probably talk about is the F1 shenanigans because a lot of Formula One stuff got dropped, and we'll kind of cover that and talk about that. And I'll go on some Sunday League stories because I've had some beer league shenanigans with a busted nose for one of them, and guys that were afraid to play a team last night that I almost strangled somebody on the field for missing a penalty. So we'll get into that, but obviously
getting mad.
Oh yeah, I was talking to German Dave about it briefly, and German Dave was like, "Good Lord, he almost Gaspari'd the shit out of that man," and I almost did. I almost did. And obviously, guys, housekeeping. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if there is anything you want us to go after hours in, make sure you leave it on Discord, and we'll talk about it there. But without further ado, let me introduce the main contributors to the shenanigans. We have the hoodie Dave, and then we have the combed hair Dave. How are you guys?
Which
well,
one's
we
which?
we
Spider-Man mean. Yeah.
Oh
But-
shit.
We do though. Let's open it up with this one. We actually have a resolution to the heater. So Canadian Dave, Maple Dave. How
What
did
did
you
you
get
I
the
just
heater
had
back?
to. I just had to
Heater
keep
Dave.
on. Heater Dave. Yeah, I guess quick recap if you didn't hear. A couple weeks ago, I was freezing my ass off. The neighbor, bit of a shit show. She borrowed our space heater that I use in the basement because I mean my house is old and drafty and cold as well. But I don't know. Her furnace fucked up. It was a long weekend. She didn't have heat for a few days. It was like minus 25 or something stupid. So I was like, here, take the heater. But then I saw the thing get fixed. Plume of smoke coming out of the house. Okay, cool. Fix it man leaves. I'm like, cool, they got heat. Maybe I can get my heat back too. No days. Almost I think it's like 5 days. Anyways. I'm like to my wife, hey, message her. Tell her to bring it back. Blah blah blah. Like somebody, just somebody bring it. I'll go get it. I don't care. Just I want my fucking heater back. So eventually she did show up, and apparently now she is making her own skin creams, and I got a nice lotion as a gift.
Does that make up
I
for?
have so
Hey.
many questions. And what
Hold
color
on,
is it?
yeah. Number one, does that make up for the 2 weeks you didn't have your heater?
Number 2, is it sticky?
I haven't touched it.
Number 3, is it a facial cream?
I think it's just a general body rub.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure it's for my wife.
I
Oh.
Oh!
You know what?
That's good.
If she wants her, fucking good riddance. Because
that's gross, but it's
Yeah.
totally funny, and I'm all here for it because why not?
Fuck
Let's
it,
be
man. It's 1:30 a.m. My
I know,
wife,
it's
dude. Hey, you don't these hours you don't you don't
don't
want
give
to
a
know
fuck.
what my humor is.
Yeah, because German Dave is slap happy, so it's just gonna be an
Oh, yeah.
obscure amount of dick jokes that are gonna be out there.
Oh,
Speaking of
dude.
dick jokes, Formula One. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, all's well that ends well. You know, Dave got his heater back. I was hoping that he would say that she saw the podcast and she was like, "Fuck, I should probably give him his heater back." But
fuck no.
you know, have you guys ever had like another story where it's like you've had something or someone borrowed something and you're kind of like egging them on to give it back to you, but like it takes like heaven and earth to sit there and be like, can I get my shit back?
Yeah, you just gotta
Besides
say
your
that.
heater?
Yeah, I had that with a lot of stuff, like with
Yeah,
my
I have-
PlayStation,
I
with the
have-
bicycle. Of course, I was younger
You
back
loaned
then.
a
Now
PlayStation?
yeah,
Wow,
I
this is
That's kind of a
I
big deal.
no,
That's a very big deal.
I loaned the PlayStation 2 when
Oh.
sorry, PlayStation 3 when I got my new PlayStation 4 back then.
Oh, he's like, yeah, no
Oh, that's
backwards
good.
compatibility. I need my shit back.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't. Was it because
Yeah,
you
no,
wanted to play something?
no, honestly, I wanted to get it back to sell it because you could at that point you could have still earned a shit ton of money with the PS2 with yeah, like you said, the backwards compatibility. People wanted to play their games, no repairs for PS2s, and mine was brand new because I treated all of my shit nicely, and yeah, it was in good condition. Why not sell it?
I think hands down the PlayStation 2 is probably the best console to ever play on back then.
Yeah.
It's just like gaming nowadays. Like it's just not the same.
N64? That was just PS1.
No. N64 was before.
Yeah, it would have been GameCube. So yeah, GameCube was trash.
Yeah, the GameCube
PS4.
only had like maybe two games.
And then the
really
OG
good games.
Xbox came out too after that.
So like,
The thing I never played those. My first
didn't either.
consoles
I
were
did.
the PS3 and PS4. I didn't even have a Nintendo DS. I had nothing of that. My
Jeez,
parents never.
God, I
My parents never allowed that. Yeah,
am
I had
the
harsh parents.
I am the nerd of the group because my first console was an N64, and then I had an Xbox. And again, mostly, and this is kind of like an interesting thing about me, guys. So like outside of the footy world, I am a computer engineer and an
Dude,
electrical engineer. So
How
I'm like,
you're the nerd? You're the one. Oh, I had all the consoles. No, buddy, I was fucking building them. I'm
no,
clearly the bigger nerd.
no,
That's why I
I
didn't have the
get that.
consoles. I was like, "Fuck you, console assholes."
Well,
Fucking
joke's on
plebes.
you. You want to know because my parents wouldn't buy me the brand new console, so I would find like I'd go to like what we would call them thrift shops here where I live, like
Yeah,
it's donation centers and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I
We
would
have
just
that
buy
done.
them. I would buy them for like dirt cheap and repair them. So like I was like building like I found an Xbox where I just had to resolder a couple of capacitors on
So
it. And
you
the
are
thing,
pretty nerdy then.
yeah, I am pretty nerdy,
All
Dave.
right, you are
Geez,
pretty nerdy.
yeah,
Fuck, I'll fucking
yeah.
fight
He's like, I'll allow it.
you.
Respect.
I'll fight you,
So
man.
like a lot of the consoles that I had back then and the controllers and stuff like that, because again, my parents couldn't afford it because immigrants and broke and shit back then. So it was like, a lot of those stuff, like I had to rebuild a lot of those consoles and I did. And that's how I still have them to this day. Like I still have my old Xbox, my old N64 and all those other things. And
Yeah.
I played them. And to be honest with you, like I think the one that I enjoyed playing the most was the PlayStation 2. Like Xbox, the only thing I really played out of Xbox was it was Halo and Halo 2. Those were probably the main
Never
games
liked
I
Halo.
played. I loved
No.
Halo 2. Halo 2 is one of my favorite games
I think
to
I
play.
played the original. No, wasn't a fan. I don't know.
So yeah, those were by far my favorite of that. But with PlayStation 2, like there was just like Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter. There's so many franchises that were on PlayStation 2 that were fun to play. I don't know. I enjoyed that console a lot more. And then I kind of dropped off on the PlayStation 3 360 era. I didn't really game that much at that point. And then like one, because I couldn't afford those consoles because I was, like I want to say high school-ish. I was around high school at that time.
Yeah.
So for me, when I started working was when the PlayStation 4 came out and I bought the PlayStation 4. I actually got the white Destiny edition one.
That's
There was a-
now we're talking about bad games now.
yeah, that's
Destiny.
very bad.
Fuck,
Yeah.
what a waste of my life.
Glacier white. Well, I got it because it was glacier white. It was a glacier white PlayStation 4. It was
Is
the
that like
only
getting the
one-
white sunglasses and wearing your ball cap backwards?
yeah,
Driving
pretty
a
much.
Jeep?
Dude, hey, look here. You know what? If we want to be like this, I'm gonna show you what it looked like.
Yeah, we'll be
That
like
thing
that.
was cold.
No, and honestly, leaving the look outside until Dash shows that it actually looked good. No, the PlayStation 4, all of my consoles that I ever owned, the PS4 is my favorite. But maybe it's just down because I treat it well. But it is still performing to this day. So I didn't even consider switching to the PS5 yet. Because my
Oh, you said it
PS4
was like you said this was like Destiny white.
Yeah, it was. It was just glacier white. That was the only time you could back.
Okay.
It was like 2015, I think.
Well, they're
It's the-
just putting the Destiny branding on it to try to
no,
sell
you just
shit.
no,
That's
you
all.
get the game. You just get the game. You would just get the game.
Okay. All right.
Like,
All right.
like a
I
bundle.
thought it was like some stupid
No.
Destiny logo, whatever,
No,
purple
this-
things on it.
This is what it was at the time.
All right. I mean,
It's like
that's
200.
okay.
It's $200 now.
I would still never buy white electronics. That
no,
to me is just nuts.
Yeah, this is what it was. Like that was what the bundle was. Like it gave you a hard copy of the game, and then like you would just get like because that was the only time you can get a white PlayStation 4. And I remember I fucking saved $370 for this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
But no, I
now
got
they're
it.
600.
No, it's just 194.
No,
US.
the new ones.
Oh yeah. And then I ended up like towards the end of the life cycle, I ended up getting like an Xbox One for like $40, and because I have all the consoles, but getting the Series X was a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, because like I got bit into the trap of thinking that Halo Infinite was going to be breathtaking as an amazing game. It was not. The free world or the open world concept was pretty cool, but like back then I was like trying really hard. And it was 2020, right? So I was trying really hard to get an Xbox so I could get it so I could play Halo when it actually came out. And I went. You want to know how I got my Series X? Was I went to a pawn shop. I waited outside at 3:30 in the morning on Black Friday because I saw that they had
You
one.
did it so like almost everybody else.
Yeah, that was the
Oh boy.
first and
Yeah.
only time in my life that I ever got and waited at a door. So I legit, because like my little brother wanted to play Halo. Him and I always had this thing, because my brother and I have a 9-year age difference. So like I got him into Halo. So like we would always do co-op on the campaign. And like for example, I would obviously do most of the heavy lifting, and he would just straggle and just spam the rocket launcher behind me until he'd accidentally kill me and would have to reset the level. But like yeah, it was always kind of like a tradition where him and I would do that, and we do that with Pokemon too, right? So like whenever there's a new generation that comes out, we always buy the game, we complete the game, we battle each other, and we test.
I still do that with my brother as well. Like we both of us have the Nintendo Switch. We are getting both the versions of the game, and we play it like and then at the end of it, you can like cross.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we've been doing that since he was like, actually able to like competently play the game, because like back then, when he was a kid, like dude, like come on, he
Oh,
would just
dude, my brother's is 4 years younger than me, and I learned from him because I didn't play that before. Like he was a bit younger. I was the one that never got anything, and when he started getting like games and stuff like that, I was finally able to play as well.
yeah.
Well, that's really
Sure.
sweet of you guys actually having a nice relationship with your brothers. I was the youngest. It mostly resulted in me just like attacking him with a hockey stick.
Dude, we fought all day long. It's not like we always like liked each other. Like
Yeah. See,
my
for
brother and I beat up each other like all
yeah,
the time.
mine with my it's like more of a, like it's weird. It's like a parental relationship more than it is like a sibling to times. Like it's just because
Because you're
there's such
wise
a,
beyond your years, Dash. You're just
I,
the old wise man.
I don't know. Maybe I hope so. Don't, he'll never say that, but no, it's just because of the age gap. I think because like for example, like when I was playing at my high school and I was playing as a kicker for the football team and I was playing footy, because my parents worked all the time. So like my parents were working all the time back then, and I was effectively the defaulto babysitter for him. So like I would carry him because I had to walk to school. Because again, no ride, no transportation. So I would be carrying my football pads in one hand, one arm, and then I would have him on my shoulders, and he would be wearing a backpack with my cleats and stuff in there too. So like I remember having to make that walk twice a day, and it's like a 25-30 minute walk from school to back and home, and carrying him with him, because what I would do, and I felt so terrible, but like I'd have him with me and I'd have to have him at practice with me. And it was funny because he was learning how to like speak. Well, he was like kindergarten, I want to say at the time. It was like kindergarten slash first grade-ish. So like he would always like when he would say dash, it would come out as dad.
That's
Oh.
awkward.
So like
No, they're children. It's sweet. It's at that age, it's sweet, man.
yeah,
But it's
so
gotta feel a little bit awkward. I don't know.
it feels awkward. No, don't get me wrong. It feels awkward because like people, that's the first time like people that I went to high school with, because I always kind of, when I was in high school, I kept my private life to myself and I never really intermingled with people. I was kind of a loner. So like when they saw that, they're like, "What the fuck? Dash has a kid? Like,
Oh,
did he
yeah,
just call him
exactly.
dad? Dash gets laid? What?" So it's like stuff like that, because again, I was a loner. I never really intermingled with people and kept to myself. So
The
I
answer
remember
is no. Dash does
Dash does
not have a
not.
child. He does not get laid.
No, unfortunately. Sorry, I hate to break it to you. But it was funny because, like, again, like, I remember taking him there with me, so it's just, like, it was always kind of like that parental relationship, even, like, for example, now is, like, even in our adult lives, like, the gap is there. It's because like, I'll hang out with him and his friends from time to time 'cause, his friends are pretty cool, so I stop by and hang out with them, and either they're calling me Unc, like, his friends call me Unc, and then, like, I went out with them 2 weeks ago. We went to, like, this bounce area. It's like a trampoline park, indoor trampoline park, and I'm just, shooting the shit, just having some fun with them. And, there's, like, another group of people, and we're playing dodgeball in this bounce house, and they're, like, looking at me, and they're like, "Yo, let me get Pops on my team." I'm like, "Who's Pops?" Yeah, you,
Okay,
you're Pops, you're
that
Pops.
okay.
Well,
All
you
right,
are
now
pretty
that
old.
that's
You
awkward.
are pretty old for a place like that, man.
I'm, like, sitting here like, "What the fuck?"
That's a little bit Drake-ish of you. Give me a bouncy castle like that.
Hey, my brother's in his my little brother's in his it wasn't a bouncy castle, it was a trampoline
God,
park in my defense.
goddamn, she just got draked.
Well, all of you were so at the time that we went, you were supposed to be above 18, okay? So let's keep it a buck there. It's
Okay,
not,
okay.
let's keep
That's what Drake said.
yeah.
Touche.
Oh boy, before we get into minors, let's segue here, but no, but like it was funny because they're like, yeah, let's get Pops. And I'm looking because like my little brother and I look identical. I just look older than him. Like, for example, if you were to put my little brother next to me, it's like me 9 years younger or even more younger because he's like into the skin exfoliation. Like my little brother's
Oh,
okay.
he exfoliates.
Oh, he's a
That's
bitch. I'm sorry. I
so
love him, but he's a bitch. No, hey, but I gotta give him credit though, because like when it comes to like hair products or like stuff like that, just like, hey, good shampoo or like, for example, stuff that's actually good for your hair, like he reads into that shit like a
This is what
motherfucker.
you have a girl. That's what girlfriends do, Dash.
Cause he's like, oh yeah, like cause like for example, he put me on what is it, Dr. Sasquatch or Dr. Squash, like the shampoo and conditioner where it's like sulfur free and it helps like so it keeps your hair from thinning and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, you might want to use that. I'm like sitting here like, how do you know all this shit? Like he like from moisturizer creams to all this stuff, like different clothing types and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, hey man, if you want to stop dressing like an old man, like go over here and look at this. And I'm looking at him, I'm like really?
You just got to wear the flannel. Remember, it's always classic. Can't be old. Can't be too young. Can't be too old. Wear the flannel.
So, like, yeah, he's, like, really, really into that stuff because, like, for me, it's just, like, mentally, I'm at that where it's just, like, I work, I love playing like, I play soccer and I physically train, and I don't really care too much about aesthetics. That's always been a thing for me is, like, I never really gave a damn about, like, aesthetics and, like, looking good or grooming or whatever and shit like that, where I was just, like, grooming, I do take showers, obviously, like, it's not like I don't shower, but,
Not
like
necessarily grooming. Like you can clean yourself without grooming yourself.
yeah, but like hair products and stuff like that, where I was just kind of like hairspray, and we're done. Like that was it. And then same thing with like, different type of razors where I just like just shave it and move
Yep.
on. But apparently, ladies like it if you know what you're doing when it comes into that regards.
Oh, they do.
Oops.
They do. No,
Oops.
but how it was for me? Look, I was the older brother, so I was the one that I don't know was learning from school what the current trends are, how to wear what and stuff like that. And when I yeah became like or when I was like around my 16s, 17s, like I didn't even like at that point I gave up like being interested in clothes. Like uh, all my t-shirts were gray, my sweaters were gray, my like clovers were gray. Like honestly, I wasn't experimenting with colors or whatever up until at some point I met my girlfriend and she said, "I,
It's
you know
always the
what?
woman. It's always the woman.
Always." And
Always the
and
woman.
and she said, "Hey, you're always wearing gray, man. How about like using some color that suits this and that?"
And
And
tell her
look,
to
I'm
get to
sitting.
work and give you some
Hey,
color. Because
and now
what
I'm
else is she
sitting
gonna do?
here, and now I'm sitting here wearing a gray
Okay,
hoodie.
those sweaters. Yeah, man.
She's
Like
like,
this
that
is
No,
color's
no, no,
nice.
no,
She's like, that
no, but
color's nice,
yeah,
but
yeah, no, but in private life, like I learned switching to different outfits, combining more stuff, more colors, and it actually helped, like having a woman by my side that knows fashion and stuff like that.
you just get her to
That
dress
helped
you.
a lot.
It's easy. Just say, "Hey, hon, what? Just what am I wearing today?"
And guess
Make it
what?
easy. As long as it's comfortable, I don't care.
And guess what? Most of the time, it's wear like a sporty shirt, in this case a flannel, over a white t-shirt. Boom, outfit solved.
Yeah, keep it simple. I mean, this time of year over here, just keep it warm.
Yeah,
Honestly,
sweaters-
it doesn't really
sweaters-
matter how you look
You know, sweaters like this have like somehow made like a resurgence right now. Like it's like
because
these
it's
like,
everything 80s, 90s is back. Those
Yeah.
sweaters, that's my least favorite sweater that I was paid
yeah,
with.
this one.
Honestly, if I can choose a combination that I wear like year in, year out, honestly, black hoodie, black bomber jacket, like an Alpha Industries bomber jacket, blue jeans. Done.
That sounds very European, the Alpha Industries thing. Is
Oh,
that like
dude, but
is that like some Euro trash shit?
He said
no,
some
no, it's just the look of a bomber jacket. I don't know.
Oh,
Alpha
good,
Industries
yeah,
is
good. Oh, yeah, that
it's a
is
windbreaker.
that.
It's a windbreaker. Yeah, it's a windbreaker.
Yes, that is something
windbreaker.
that
Oh, yeah.
a certain
We call
traffic
it
in
bomber.
America wears and Europeans.
Yeah. No, but
And
honestly,
people like Drake wear that.
Drake.
okay. No, but
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
can,
no,
but you
that's-
can.
that's Eastern Europe.
By the way, I'm not buying the ones that are like
Super baggy.
this white. I'm wearing them a bit more tailored. There are different models, but honestly, that combined with a hoodie with a nice blue jeans, a pair of Jordan 1s, the low Jordans,
Yeah.
outfit is done, man.
Well, they call them. You know, they call those the pandas, right?
Do they?
Yeah, like the hold on, let me see if I can Google it real quick.
Well, there's the awkward Google. Dash.
Yeah.
I got
Three
it.
words. You're not quick with your Google.
No, well, that's what she said. That's definitely what she said. But no, there we go. Like, they're calling these the pandas now.
Oh,
black and
those you
white.
mean? Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I'm spending way too much money on sneakers. I have
Dude, that's
the Air
also a
Jordan.
European thing. Like you can't do that here because you just get road salt on it and destroy it.
Yeah, it's fucked. No, it is. You know, it's kind of funny that we're talking about clothes. Like, I've just been like kind of like as like a small project where I've been updating my closet.
Yeah,
And-
you're because you're hitting the big 3-0 there, right? You're becoming a man.
Fuck. Damn it! Why do you got to remind me? Fuck.
That
Fuck.
sucks.
My last hurrah.
It's okay.
It's my last hurrah. But no, you know, it's like I was looking at shoes, got some like I got baggier because I think this is kind of too tight, so I kind of got like bigger ones, not with Juventus on it, but just plain colored sweaters and some stuff like that. But like $250 on clothes. But I got 2 pairs of shoes, 6 sweaters, and a turtleneck and a jacket. But I've been going to H&M. Like, I don't know if you guys have H&M or not, but
That is European. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
yeah. So like I've been going there because the prices are like ridiculously cheap. Like it was like $15 for a sweater.
Yeah,
Dash.
we have in the 15 to 20 euro range, like sweaters and stuff like
So
that as well.
that's
No,
funny.
that's where I
Trump,
get all. Honestly, that's where I get all of my t-shirts. Like
we're
the cuts
talking.
of the
Listen,
t-shirts are these.
Dash, you're fucked. You're fucked, Dash. All that shit comes from China. Doing that
Fuck.
15, yeah, you got to buy in America, buddy. You can't
Oh,
afford
man.
that shit.
God damn it! I have to get American Eagle. I'm fucked.
Buddy,
No.
you're
Hey,
no,
guess what? Here first, it's from Bangladesh, so it's okay.
yeah. If it's coming,
You
from
know, but
Asia, you're fucked.
it's kind of funny that you're like, because I'm like sitting there. I was wondering, I'm like, why am I just drawn to H&M? And then you're just like, oh yeah, it's European. I'm like, oh well, no shit. There we go. You take it the European out of the Europe, but you never take it the European out of the European.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's
You know,
Swedish, I believe. Yeah.
yes. Gosh,
Yeah.
my
No,
European.
but
roots.
I'm buying a lot of stuff there. Like
It's cheap. It's really
Yeah.
cheap, and I like
Yeah.
it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like I'm looking for like A1 material or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
just from a practical sense. So
Honestly, the only thing I'm spending a lot of money on is my Jordans. like
Well,
those.
yeah, because you have to get a decent pair. You can't just get like
Yeah,
a shithouse
yeah,
pair of Jordans and expect it
yeah.
to be,
And the problem is I'm so much of a sneakerhead that I buy some in almost every color. So all right, there's the outfit of the day.
So
I can pair it with that, dude.
let me ask you this: like, how many sneakers do you have? Like, how many pairs?
Oh, you're not
About
like a
24. No,
Lawrence.
24.
Holy shit, 24?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like that
No,
guy with the orange
I
shoes
have a lot.
on the F1, Lawrence Barretto.
Dude, I was gonna say, I'm like, yo, Dave's the one
I
that you have on the grid where he's rocking the black and blues, or like, for example, the red and blacks instead of the white and blacks. Like, damn, Riz.
yeah.
That's too much. It's too much to think about. Where do you put it all?
Yeah, where do you
Your
put all
house is
those
coming
shoes?
down on your head. You're in your ceiling right now. Where do you put your shoes?
Dude, there's a reason I'm at the ceiling because I have an actual like closet room with a big ass big ass closet that has like a
Do you
shoe
have them?
like
Do you have them in the boxes though?
no.
Oh, he
Listen,
actually has them out of the
Dave's
box.
cervical spine is completely trash right
Nope.
now because he's relegated to the attic while his 24 pairs of Nikes
It's
get
20,
the
and that's
closet
just his
downstairs.
Yeah,
Jordans. That's
dude,
just his Jordans.
yes, Dave, but that is why it was so hard to negotiate for me finally getting the other room to have that as my streaming
Yeah,
room.
you get one room, buddy, and
Ex
it's not for
yeah,
shoes. What the fuck?
yeah,
What's wrong
yeah,
with you?
and
Wait,
yeah,
so hold on.
and the deal is that she will make this room her storage, so I get the other one to.
I was gonna say, who has more shoes, you or your wife?
Oh,
I do.
Oh.
that's bad
I
luck, buddy.
I know. I'm honest about that one. I
You know, and it wasn't even a hesitation. He's like looking, he's side eyeing the camera. He's like, I do.
No, I'm honest. But look, like colors like this one, I don't even know if you, but
We should do
no,
a feed episode.
yeah.
Feet finders.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
we
you don't
can
want to
just
do it. You guys
I
don't. Yeah,
I have these, for example.
yeah. I think I saw those. You had those on IG.
Yeah, I have them in white and red, and white and blue, blue and black, purple and white. I have all the colors.
See, my little brother bought a pair of Yeezys.
I
Yeezys?
hate these. I
didn't they
hate
get
these.
banned
No.
or like
No.
dropped off? Like they canceled their.
No, hold on.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
no,
'cause
yes, like
like watch.
Adidas canceled their deal with Kanye because he's saying some
Yeah, so
Nazi stuff.
any Yeezy you have
But
now is just overflowing a sea can from China somewhere.
yeah, yeah, no, but
I'll be right back. No, they're like
but
right here. I'm gonna grab
the
them.
shoes are still out there, and instead of just burning them or I don't know, sending them to Africa to people that need shoes, Adidas put them on sale for 50 euros here.
What's that sneaker company that
Which one?
always advertises on fucking YouTube all the time? Oh man.
Ooh.
He's gonna kill me.
What are they
for-
called? Dash, you must know.
I don't know. I'm not really that much of a.
Oh no! Now,
You don't even
now
know where
whi-
he is. You just put your
now-
headphones
now
on. You're like, I don't know. You didn't even know what I
which-
asked.
Which pair is it? Now I'm wondering which pair it is.
I was say about to have German Dave just like flat out roast him.
Vessi is what I'm talking about. This is like turning into one of those Vessi ads that people do on YouTube where they just like all of a sudden break out shoes and
Dude.
start wearing them.
Like look at the way that this thing is boxed. Like we're doing an unboxing on Yeezys right now.
Yeah,
Never thought I'd ever be doing this.
I'm very uneasy.
There we go.
They're okay. They're okay.
It looks
It's
like you're on the
not what-
Taipei Bridge.
Looks like
It's
there's-
not one of the. It's not one of
Is
the.
that actual foam on the bottom?
Yeah, yeah. That's what Adidas is doing for a number of years now.
Really? Like
Yeah.
foam?
Yep. It is recycled plastic, and it's like put them on and honestly try the sole out. Don't tell it.
It look
Don't
absolutely
tell-
ridiculous.
No,
Hey,
no,
no.
my luck. He'll come down.
No.
Here. Well, no, he's got
No.
smaller feet than me.
Don't you
Have
think you can fit a foot in there?
That's what she said.
No, but honestly, try them, stand up on them, and tell me they're not comfortable.
Can't believe it.
Feels like
Not even on shoes, right? I don't even have shoes. You have
wearing
socks again. We talked about this last year. How you stream in socks?
Yeah, I also sleep with socks.
I do as well, man. I'm a sock wearer.
You gotta let him breathe, guys. You're gonna get toe jam. You
Yeah,
gotta
the
get the
aim-
gross
the
Yeah,
all
only
in
that'd
play.
The only time I'm letting them breathe is in the shower or at the beach.
Let them breathe, they're wet. Then that's why they get moldy.
That's why we don't let the dogs out, Dave. Jeez,
You gotta let the see you guys.
Dogs out.
I don't want to look at your toe. Your toes are probably nasty.
Mine?
Yeezys
Well, yeah,
are-
because
Yeezys
I have
are-
years of footy on them. They're all
And toe
gashed
jam,
and
footy and toe
deformed.
jam.
I have
Yeah.
toe
No,
jam.
and now Yeezys are very comfortable, but I can't wear that look like they don't suit my like they're not yeah.
It looks like you need
They're-
broccoli hair to wear those.
This seems just weird to me as a style.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
weird.
they're too spacey to me. Like I don't know. Yeah.
They look like a suspension bridge.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just old. Because like for example,
you
this
are.
is just like Pumas. Like I'm more of a Puma guy. Like
I am too, because they're simple, they're cheap. That's the great thing. They don't need to be expensive because they're just a goddamn shoe. They're platform. They're perfect. I got actually my Ferrari ones. I got for $35 at the outlet store. Oh yeah, how did you do better? And that's Canadian dollars. It's not even worth a whole lot. It's like $20 in America.
Because this is normally what I wear. Like literally something like this.
Yeah, that's similar to
So,
that's a little too narrow though. I use those.
It's not my style. It's not my style. Sorry. No, honestly, they are
Well, I use
clean.
them for
You
driving
can wear
shoes.
that. But
Those are my sin driving. Yeah, it's good for because it's got the narrow toe and it's like low profile. Good for that. I don't know. That's a little too like I'm a speed skater, but I'm just walking down the
No,
side.
I mean those are a lot more narrow, but like I'm saying maybe let me
look at the Romas.
Yeah, this is it. The Axolons. Those are the ones that I normally get. It's this right here. So like that.
Oh, those are like very American looking. No, it's all about the classic Roma, man. Nice and simple. Like those are good for sports shoes, but if you're just talking, like I just need a fucking shoe to do shoe things.
Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah, just like the old school.
Yeah,
It's kind of like the Nikes have their style of it. Adidas has their style. Just a fucking shoe.
Yeah, that again, I like those too. Like that's generally it's the Romas, and then those are the ones that I generally wear when I get Pumas. Like they're cheap. I can get like multiple colors of it, and again, it's an easy shoe that it just. I wear jeans and stuff like that. It just complements the jeans. It just complements the fit, and I'd rather just wear those than anything else.
Yeah, pretty chill. I like them. That style's comfortable. Obviously, you can't go for a run or anything in them. Then you do need a specialty shoe.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, but if you just need to get in the car and go to Walmart,
yeah, that's it.
Whatever. Yeah, put a shoe on.
Job done.
That's how it is in these northern climes anyways. You just basically look at the weather. So if it's the summer, so 4 months of the year when it's like dry and not full of shit, it's like, yeah, you can wear a shoe like that. The rest of the time it's like, okay, which leather of Gore-Tex or like how high of a boot do I need? Water permeation, sleet and slush and all this shit. It's like, do I go full boot or do I just put like my Gore-Tex runners on today? How deep's the snow?
These are, for example, my running shoes. These are the ones I use when it's dry and when it's wet or rainy or stuff like that. I have these with nylon, with nylon on top basically, so they're watertight, and I use those when for my jogging and when I do walks.
Because your country's made out of cobblestone, man.
He said your country's made out of cobblestone.
Yeah, and guess what? That's why I have shoes that look how high that goddamn sole is, man. The actual bounce you get out of those is amazing.
I see. That's my question. Is like, what is the thing with high-soled shoes now? Because like even with those Yeezys I just showed you, like the sole is like yay tall, and I'm just kind of like, what's the point of that? Because like all the Nikes are like that.
It's like the anti, what do you call it? The nothing shoe, the toe shoes. You know how there was that push a few years ago where it was like the zero shoe. It's like basically using your foot with a bit of padding. Now it's like
they had those as like runner shoes, like runners.
Yeah,
no,
people were hard on them.
No, this with running shoes at least, it is actually scientifically researched, and why the brands do that is that the sole, if you do it of a certain material, and Nike and Adidas are basically using the same materials for their current soles. You need a certain height because the material that they use has a certain density, and with that density, you need to put that much material on it for it to give you the correct bounce when you run with that, like on just, but it's just when you run on the street, for example. If you run at an actual track where you do track and field
But it
comps and
has
stuff like
bounce
that,
built in. Yeah.
that's for example, like you can't run with those on that field, because that it
Double
negates
bounce.
the exactly, and that negates the functionality
And
of
then
the
So let
you'll
me-
get
let me-
for that gyro. Where it processes, where the shockwave processes gets worse. And you know what, guys? That was our material science segment of the show.
See,
Material-
we even
I was
went
gonna say,
into
have
physics.
you seen like those new like shock soles or something like that, where it's like they like you see it on Instagram as like an ad where like the guy bends it and the sole shoots like 15 feet in the air. It's like it gives you an extra inch or two on your jump, and it's like, do those things actually work?
Remember
I
in the
don't know.
80s?
I don't know about that jumping stuff, but
Listen,
for example, what? Yeah.
I
Oh, that's
had a killer pair of Patrick Ewing pumps, number 33 in the 90s. And boy, let me tell you, I did not jump any higher because my ass was fat. I wasn't going
Dude,
anywhere. Bud. They don't do
how
shit.
how crazy is it that not too long ago basketball players played in goddamn Converse All Stars?
Fuck yeah, no. Some still do.
Dude,
I don't think I like the pro level, but like some
broken
guys still
ankles,
do.
like torn Achilles, crazy all day.
Gotta see. I gotta find out those Patrick Ewing
There
pumps.
it is. Here it is. Boom. So this apparently like jump faster, jump higher, run faster,
Oh,
protect from
that
injury.
is just a sole in there, or what
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that?
It's no, you have to put it in your shoe. But like,
no, I'm not. What is that? €150 to put something into my sneaker?
yeah. Apparently,
Fuck that,
it gives you more spring for your step, and
If
That's
you
that's
buy,
like when you buy an iPhone, you realize you need to spend another $150 to charge it.
dude, if you buy just a fucking normal good like running shoe or football shoe, dude, they have great soles that are.
well,
God
let's have some fun with it. It says benefit for your sport, so let's click it. Let's click footy. So
I want
it
to see
says
their
here,
hockey skate inserts, please.
quick,
Win more 50-50 balls and get past defenders.
What is
quicker
that?
first step,
Oh my god.
less foot pain.
Oh, that's so full of
So
shit.
less foot pain due to added support and stability. If you have foot pain when you're playing footy, that means you cannot run properly. You're running really bad. Enhanced endurance. Athletes in clinical study felt less perceived energy exertion when wearing these.
It's perceived.
Perceived.
Sure, buddy. I can't buy any of this. This is snake oil.
Oh my god.
So let's read the reviews. God, watch the custer.
Worth
Watch
their
John
weight
J
in
and
gold.
Bridget B.
I was gonna say watch.
Worth their weight in gold. I never saw such a made up comment.
Well, look at their names: John J, Bridget B, JJBB. They didn't try there.
John J. Yeah, I know.
They're not even
obviously.
trying.
Oh, like there's actual like videos on this.
Yeah, but how do you see in the video
For
that
years,
they have
basketball
that
and
soul in it?
volleyball players have been getting.
Oh, here. I was gonna say, let's see what she says. She's a pro soccer player earlier. Ships.
What's up, guys? Ariel Ship here, professional soccer player for the Utah Royals.
Oh, nice jams.
It's weird because like the thing that I don't understand is like in footy you're supposed to be on the balls of your feet most of the time, so I don't know how a sole helps.
Yeah, in foot, I don't know. You never actually like plant your foot all the time. You only do that when you do like some sort of turns. But when you are sprinting, like you're most of the time on your tippy toes.
Sorry, Dave. There's no hockey on here. So
Well, what the fuck?
That,
I want a first. I want a first cut. I want a quick first cut.
Speaking of hockey, you know what's on right now that we should probably
watch? It's just starting. Yeah, well, they do 20 minutes for. Fuck, we will have to move on from this. I know.
Yeah,
Sal
we're gonna probably need to. I was gonna say we're gonna probably need to wrap this up soon because that's about to start soon.
It is about to start. Yes, and Trump didn't show up either for that, even though he egged Trudeau on to join him to watch the game as the governor.
Yeah, apparently Trump called Team USA to motivate them to beat you Canucks.
Yep.
But yeah, we should probably move along quickly here.
Okay.
Formula
But
One.
I gotta show you. If I remember, those were my shoes as a kid. If I still had those today, fuck, love them. And Patrick Ewing, it's probably too old for most of you. But shout outs in the comments if you remember Patrick Ewing. All right.
I am a basketball fan, so I know him, but don't like that style. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, they're still 90s though. They're just retro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
Okay. So
all right.
we gotta make
let's,
fun of F1 a bit. Yeah.
yeah, let's chat F1. Go 20 minutes, and then get Dave. We gotta get to some hockey. I gotta watch USA beat Canada again.
You're gonna watch it too, eh?
God, yeah, absolutely. The last one, there was like 3 fights within 9 seconds, and
Yeah.
y'all were booing the American anthem just to get your asses handed in fucking Quebec of all places.
That's not real Canada though, right? So
Cause like, dude, that game, dude, I loved watching that just because of the pure fucking hostile territory. Like that was so goddamn hostile, and like the US was just like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna throw hands.
well, it's interesting, right? Because this is just in the middle of the NHL season. These guys are playing with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different one. I don't know.
It's like we
interesting.
said,
It's the
it's
best
like we
all-star
said,
game.
man.
It's
When
the
you
best
play
all-star
football,
game.
sometimes just gotta scream at people, punch them in the face, and you know what? Grown-ups get back together, man. It's all good.
Yeah, they end up, plowing each other in the back after.
That's like always. That's why we all have brain damage here, all right? And that's
We
why.
all do.
Yeah, we do.
Exactly.
America has just CTE from football, and then we have just like pucks to the jaw.
I was gonna say CTE from all the pucks y'all take in the face.
Like I've had multiple pucks like right off. As a defender, man, you just take pucks to the head. Ridiculous.
I believe it, but Formula One.
So did any of you guys watch the opening ceremony? F1-75?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah,
Okay.
I watched it.
Um,
Watched the whole thing.
How did we feel
Dude,
about it?
F1 is back. I can't miss the content. Can't miss out on that.
No, okay.
It was like
I get
honestly,
it, but
Look,
From a neutral's perspective, I felt like
honestly,
I was watching WWE. I'm not gonna lie.
honestly, the worst part were the presentations in itself. The
Oh, yeah.
best part, I love the comedian, man. I think he was actually funny.
he was actually pretty funny. I had no idea who he was. I looked him up. He's very British. Only this British shit.
I never heard of his name before, but honestly, he was great there. He carried the show. I love that part. But the
Well, I was so
presentations
confused because they
were
kept on
great.
saying what I heard Jack White. I'm like, where's Jack White? I want Jack White. Where's Jack White?
What the fuck's a Jack White?
No, it was Jack Whitehall from Channel 4. Fuck you, Jack. No, you were pretty good, actually. I was surprised.
So,
You were...
so let me ask you two this then. How did you guys feel with Lewis repping the red?
I love it.
Oh, it's all planned. All planned.
Like that's what I was like sitting there, and I was like seeing Lewis and Shaw.
Dude,
Shaw, look,
hey,
together.
but honestly, tell me it doesn't look good.
It does. I think that's
It
hands
doesn't.
down the best 1 and 2 on the grid. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Yeah, deliveries. Everyone's got their own opinion on them. I don't really even care about delivery so much. Nothing beats, honestly, in recent times, nothing beats the actual F1-75. This guy,
Yeah,
Leclerc's 2022 car, and that was just the special livery too, with the yellow. That's what it should look like. But
that's a
you have sponsors, and I get it.
Yeah.
And
Would you think of the darker red?
I didn't even completely notice it, and that's a good change. You don't really notice it until somebody kind of points it out, and you're like, oh yeah, it is a deep red.
Look at the rookie here.
It was, and they actually advertised that it will be a darker shade of red. What I'm most curious about. What do you think of the big white stripe where the HP?
Yeah, I was about
logo
to say, yeah. I don't
It's-
know. Fine.
It sucks, but you got to do it somehow.
Because in my opinion, I know everybody hates the HP logo, and I do as well because it's a big ass blue circle like on a red car. But I think it's intelligent that they put that on that white line because it breaks it up a little bit. It doesn't look as junky as it's just being there plastered on the red engine cover. You know?
It looks more intentional, but it's just the white, and it's in 3 different spots. I'm bringing it up now. It's just a little much.
Yeah.
And honestly, they should have incorporated something a little more Ferrari.
Honestly, I
Sweet
like the car. I swear I like that.
It looks
not
cool.
horrible. No,
No,
I
it's
like.
not
I'm
bad at
not
all.
upset.
I
Now,
think it's a beauty.
I mean, would it look better if you got rid of the white? I kind of like the stripe in the middle, but on the wings, yeah, it's a bit too much of it.
For me, it's if you have that big white line, you shouldn't put it on the wings. I agree with that. But if you do it on the wings, might as well go like full beans. Do it on the front part of the front wing as well. I don't like that it's white and black there, for example.
Yeah, it's too much going on at the same time. But I mean, Ferrari's
No,
not
but
the only.
I like the livery of Ornament. I like the stripe. I like the shade of red, and yeah, sponsors pay for specific areas to be on specific areas on the car.
A lot of money.
you
Not to
gotta
mention
look
like their
at it,
actual computer systems that they work like
Yeah.
HP's providing them
and
technology.
it is their actual title sponsor on a multi-year partnership, so they have to put that big ass HP logo on the car, and it's exactly in that color because HP is paying fucking millions for it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it works out nice when you have a company like Shell, whose colors
Yep.
are red and yellow. It's
Yep.
the exact same colors as yours.
yeah, exactly.
But yes, it's just not always gonna work out that way. I mean, now that we have red, white, and blue, we might as well just like go full America on the bitch.
You mean like Haas when they went with Russian with the Russian colors and said, "Oh, it's the American colors."
Sure is. Yeah. And then they invaded a country and then they went away. Yeah. No, but honestly, I mean, this shit's so subjective. You can be here all day saying what you like, what you don't
absolutely.
like. At the end of the day, they could be way more beautiful, but sponsorship has to play a part somehow.
And by
right?
the way, how livery designers, for example, explained how they went on to podcasts and explained how livery designing is.
The
is
F1
happening.
explains that if you want to get into F1, you need to watch or listen to the F1
Um,
Explains podcast. It's so
look,
cool.
Yeah,
The-
I don't mean to segue here, but I just they're bringing out Wayne Gretzky on the ice.
All right, yeah, I have it up here. Of course, big game. But no, the biggest.
Just let me quickly tell the story, and then you guys can go towards hockey again because I don't understand any of that. No,
It's the
how a car livery is made. Number one, you have the sponsors, and you make the deals with them where they want to be on the car, and they pay that price. And then you build the livery around the sponsoring stickers that you have actually. Because the stickers are the first thing that go onto the car, and then you say, all right, we can play around with the livery that way, so it looks nicely incorporated. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
And then sometimes people aren't happy. Like I like the steak one with the green and how it fades into the black.
I like that, but people don't like that apparently.
The color's obnoxious, but that's steak's color and it's simple. It works. I like it. Just like why people like the Williams or the V carb because it's simple. So okay, what green's not a simple enough color for you? It has to be white. I don't know. I don't understand people. What I don't understand was the goddamn musical interludes of this fucking thing. So it opens up with machine, and this is hilarious. Is this 2 weeks in a row now where we mentioned Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Is Dash is froze?
Am I?
You're back. Yeah, Machine fucking Gun Kelly out of nowhere. Like I thought he was dead. I thought he was making babies.
How do you go from dead to making babies?
Just like dead, like professionally dead. You know,
I
No,
think
he's
moving
a pop
on.
star.
No, but no babies. I think they are split again.
That's right. That's right.
And
Whatever.
then
You know what? Regardless, I didn't think he was going to be the opening act for F1-75.
But
That's for goddamn sure.
did you know that the boring ass DJ that composed for Alpine on the stage
that was the absolute worst. Who is this guy?
Oh, he is the actual guy that created the F1 theme song. It's that guy.
Z? No,
He is?
nobody knew that.
Yes, because it got no, you're right, but it got like matched afterwards. Like everybody's, oh, guess what? That's the blah blah blah. Forgot his name. He's the guy that created the F1 theme song.
because I was like, who is this guy and why is Alpine going on for so long
Oh
with
my God,
such
that was
trash? It's Alpine, nobody
oh my
cares.
dude, it
Nobody
was
cares.
so aggravating and I have never seen like such a show for a average team.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who else did we have? There's Machine Gun Kelly. Then we had Kane Brown, who I didn't actually know who he
But
was until he
never
started
heard of
singing.
him. I'm sorry. Never
Because
heard of
just
him.
go to America and you'll hear him 3 times an hour on every radio station.
Honestly, I never heard his name. He was there. I listened to it. Was not my music, and then I was on my phone scrolling through Instagram until he was finished.
Now, who I was really confused, who the fuck is Take That? These washed up boy bands, there's only 3 or 5 of them left, they were saying.
Yeah,
Take
it's
That?
Coldplay. Yeah, it's Coldplay. It's Take That, and who? I don't know who's going
Coldplay
from.
coming from?
Aren't they all from England?
Yeah, there's just okay, active from 1990. Only in 1990? There's usually like a 1990 till no, it was just that singular year. And they brought them back 35 fucking years later to
Dude,
sing
the
a
Rolling
fucking song?
Dude, the Rolling Stones are still touring, so might
Yeah,
as well.
because they still make music. And they made
I,
music more than a fucking
dude,
year,
dude,
man.
I'm not listening to Take That, man.
Look
I
at these
just
guys 35 years ago. This is who they decided to close the show off with. Who the fuck are these people?
Are they? Are
Robbie
they?
Williams was a member of Take That.
Yeah, I think I've heard that name. I should know Robbie Williams. What did he do?
Music and other
He
substance.
did some music shit. Music groups Take That and Helping Haiti. He must have done more. I have no idea. This is something that maybe
I know Robbie Williams because I don't know why, but he was so many times in German TV shows promoting his music. Like he's very known in Germany.
of our heads. Maybe I know that. Maybe I do know that song. I'll have to look into it. Speaking of songs, Oh Canada is playing right now.
Yeah, and they're getting booed, and I think it's funny because they literally made the announcement on the PA, please respect all the other national anthems, and then she says, "Oh, and you just hear
it's in
left and boo.
Boston. There's no respect coming from that fucking city. You kidding me?
It's in Boston.
It's a,
Oh no!
Boston's
Oh
a
no!
hockey
No.
town, though. Is Boston really a hockey city, though?
Yes.
I would
Yes,
say
they
Detroit's more of
are.
a hockey city than Boston.
Dude, but
Boston's pretty
even
hockey too, though.
but even if Boston's not a hockey story, it's a toxic sports fans.
It's just
city,
totally
so-
toxic.
That's probably
Yeah.
why they wanted it there. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, why not put a hockey final in Detroit?
Dude, they're miserable, man. The Patriots are trash. They lost Tom Brady a couple of years ago.
Listen, if they did
Okay,
it in
okay,
Detroit,
they won an NBA championship last season, but
you can't do it into Detroit because you have. Oh, he's on a business call now. As I'm trying to make fun of America.
yeah, he's still hearing it.
Disgusting. Anyways, the joke was going to be like, you can't have Finns and Swedes bring their families from overseas, from those beautiful Nordic countries, into fucking Detroit. You missed all of it.
I just got a phone call. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Okay. But
Call him back, I don't know.
last thought on the F1 livery presentation stuff.
You know what?
Red Bull, everybody knew it was gonna be the same, but why do you make such a big fuss about it? And that 7-minute
Why
clip
did
where Max and Liam
all of
Lawson are
it.
driving throughout London.
All of
McLaren,
it was
yes, dude, McLaren has the exact same livery, but at least they didn't make a show about it. They just said, yeah, guess what? Last year's livery looked good. Car was successful, so we did the same.
No, they just brought out every other championship car that they had. They didn't make a show about it. Jesus Christ. And that's my one thing about that was such a British show. That's my biggest piss off about that is like everything was so British. They go on about this being an international sport and it's hosted by a Brit. It's all well, I mean, Machine Gun Kelly, they had a couple of Americans because we're like, oh, if we put Americans in, people are gonna like it. So they brought some like country star that half the people hate country. And then they bring back fucking Machine Gun Kelly for making babies with fucking what's her nuts.
What's her
Megan Fox.
nuts?
Megan Fox over
Don't ask me why I knew that immediately.
Like, it's just, oh my god, it was just so
No
British
comment.
oriented. And it's
No comment.
funny, all these people from like Kenya or wherever the fuck around the world are like, I don't get what's going on. Why are people it's not funny.
What is this? What is this Machine Gun Kelly? It is gun. I don't see the gun. What is this machine gun?
But you just see these old Italian fucks from Ferrari sitting at their table and they're just like,
They're looking for the biscotti and the espresso because they're about to fall asleep. It's past their nap time.
But what was funny? Lewis Hamilton and Leclerc were playing online chess on their smartphone.
yeah, they're so bored they were playing chess between their phones. Oh man! And
No,
did you
but honestly, I think in overall this was better than just the teams posting like AI photos or just photos of the car. Like we saw actual like cars with liveries. I like that part. I think.
I don't know. For 2 hours, listen, if I didn't have a fever and I couldn't move off the couch, I wouldn't have stayed there for the.
Yeah. No, the show was too much. I agree with that, but it was nice seeing the actual like.
Yeah.
The
maybe hold it off until like F1-100. I don't need that every fucking year. That's for goddamn sure.
No. It's good. I'm good.
Okay. Well, we're about to get puck drop here. I think it's
time to shut her down, eh?
Shut her down, boys. Watch
All
some
right.
hockey. Fuck you, Merca. Oak Nooks. Keep your sticks on the ice.
All right there, bud. Okay, other folks, thanks for tuning into this after the dive after hours here, bud. We're getting ready to get some slap hockey in here. Hopefully the over-under is on a bunch of fights here. Get some slobber knockers going. And if you like the slobber knockers, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And on that note, we'll catch you here on the next one there, buds.